Hello everyone, welcome to week 4 of English 90. It's been so great getting to meet with so many of you this past week to talk about your citizen essay. I really look forward to seeing your revisions and grading them. And if you didn't make it to your conferences, I'm concerned that we have a disrupt in our communication because I know I did send you a lot of communications about it. So if you would like to stay enrolled in the class, you must email me at idunkel@napavalley.edu if you did not sign up for and have a conference. All right, so welcome to, it says week 1, that's funny. Welcome to week 4. This week, we're going to be beginning with watching the lecture, which you've already done. Good job. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to be doing some readings in The Least You Should Know About Writing. You're going to read pages 72 to 74, then again 224 to 232. Our grammar lesson focuses on subjects and verbs, identifying the subject and the verb in a sentence. And we'll have a grammar quiz about that after you read through the lesson. Then I want you to actively read Citizen, section 3, and that's pages 41 to 55. After you actively read this book, you will be participating in the citizen discussion. And just like the last few weeks, your initial post will be due by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And that first post needs to be 250 words. And then your response to at least 3 of your peers' posts need to be posted by Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Finally, we're going to be doing another writing assignment. It's called The Picture is Worth 250 Words. And I'll be talking about that in our lecture, but it'll be due on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. All right, well, let's start with the grammar. So, we're going to be focusing on finding subjects and verbs. These are like the most important things you need to find in a sentence, okay? When you write a sentence and you write about a person, place, thing, or idea, that is the subject, okay? And then when you write about the action that subject does, that's the verb, okay? So for example, the sentence, the very short sentence, lightning strikes. Lightning is the thing that you're writing about, so that's the subject. And what it does, the action it does is it strikes, right? And that's the verb. So that's a really basic sentence. There's not a lot of times where we're going to have a sentence like that, okay? But if you think about it, how we complicate sentences is usually with things called prepositional phrases. And so the sentence below is, I've gone ahead and put the prepositional phrases in parentheses. So if you take them out, the sentences become quite simple. So the sentence itself is, at certain times of the year, lightning strikes in predictable places. So if we look at this first sentence, at certain times of the year, signaled by the word at is a prepositional phrase. That means it's giving us information, but it is not a vital part of the sentence, okay? And in predictable places is again a prepositional phrase signaled by the word in. The subject of this sentence is lightning. That's what's doing the that's what is the subject of the sentence, okay? It's a noun. And what does lightning do? It strikes. And so that word strikes is the verb. So let's look at another one. In summer, it strikes in parks, near lakes, and at golf courses. So again, we have a really simple sentence, just it strikes, right? So it being the lightning, the pronoun that represents the lightning, and strikes being the verb, right? In summer, in parks near lakes, and at golf courses are all prepositional phrases that give us more information but are not vital to a sentence being a sentence, okay? There's a lot more great examples found on pages 72 to 74. Plus, I added 2 videos inside of our grammar page, which I'm going to show you right now, I think. So if you go to, remember we start here when we start a module on the welcome to week 4 page, then hit next. These are the slides that I'm going over right now. They're uploaded for you. This is our grammar page, okay? On the grammar page, you see 2 videos, okay? So after you go over what we just went over, there is a video here that is about how to find, how to identify a verb. Very short, okay? And then there's another video on how to find a subject. I want you to watch both these videos before you continue on to your assessment, which is your test. Okay, please make sure you take this test on before the end of the week, so before next Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. All right, let's go back to the slides. The next thing we're going to be working on this week is actively reading Citizen. All right, you're going to be reading section 3, which is, it's page 41 to 55. Now we're doing the discussion a little bit differently this week, so I want you to pay attention to the directions. I do want to talk about what's really important, some of the themes that we are going to be talking about. This is a section of the book that has a lot of microaggressions depicted. And I really want us to have a firm understanding of what a microaggression is and why these are so awful for Claudia Rankine. So you are going to start by actively reading. So again, writing all over the page, okay? Make sure when you're reading, you also look up any words you don't know, any references to things maybe you don't know. So for example, when I was reading, I wasn't sure who Don Emus is. And when I looked it up, I found out he's a radio host, okay? So it's really important to look things up. So you're going to start off by reading actively, then you're going to come back and you're going to look at the discussion forum and see which questions have already been answered by your peers. You are not allowed to answer a question that's already been answered. If you do so, you will lose credit for this week. I want to make sure you hear me on that one. You must choose a question that no one has answered, okay? The idea is we as a group want to answer all of these questions, okay? And we will be answering them by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. So the first thing you'll do is you'll see which questions have not been answered. Then what you're going to do is you're going to choose a question and then you're going to go to that page and you're going to make a video of yourself reading that page aloud. There's a couple where you just have to read one of the 2 paragraphs on the page. Otherwise, you read everything on the page, okay? Please make sure, don't be worried about not having a great reading voice or, not having it be that I don't know, being worried you're going to stumble over words. That doesn't matter. This is a safe environment where I want you guys all to feel like you can say these words aloud. The one thing I do want to caution is if there's derogatory language, let's not say the word. Let's just call it, for example, the N word, okay, and not say it aloud. You're going to choose one of these questions. You're going to read the paragraph aloud in a video and upload it and to embed in your post, okay? Then you're going to summarize what's being said in the section you're working on. So for example, for question 1, I would read page 41 aloud, the paragraph 1. So I'm going to read it right now. So whoever is doing the first question, you can still do it. Don't worry, I'm not posting this. You are rushing to meet a friend in a distant neighborhood of Santa Monica. This friend says, as you walk toward her, you are late, you N-headed H. What did you say, you ask, though you have heard every word. This person has never before referred to you like this in your presence. Never before code switched in this manner. What did you say? She doesn't, perhaps physically cannot, repeat what she has just said. So I would record that and I would upload it. Then I would write a summary of what I think is going on in this paragraph. Then I would answer this question. What is code switching in the context that Rankine uses it in her text? So in order to answer that question, I'm going to have to do a little research. I'm going to have to Google and look up what code switching is. And then I'm going to have to think about what does it mean in regards to what she's saying. Okay? So you're going to do this for every single one. The one thing I do want to bring to your attention is whoever chooses um, question 14, these are the pages. I do want you to read them aloud. I want you to try to do so. And I want you to focus on this artwork and tell us more about it. All right, guys. So please make sure that you complete your own post where it's got to be at least 250 words. And please do add images or besides your video if you'd like. I really think that adds to our conversation. I really appreciate those of you who added that to our last conversation. That was really good. Then what you need to do is by the following Tuesday, you're going to respond to at least 3 of your peers' posts. Now remember, when you're responding, it's like you're having a conversation. Maybe I just read something and you have questions for me about what I just said. I want you to extend the conversation and keep going. So what does this have to do with the history of America? Or what does this have to do with our society today? Or just keep extending out the conversation so we can critically analyze this text. The last thing we're going to be working on this week is your writing assignment. So this week you're going to be reading pages 225 to 232 also in The Least You Should Know About Writing. Okay, you are going to complete writing exercise number 2. That is, describe a picture worth 250 words. So you probably guessed it, it's supposed to be at least 250 words. Your essay can be longer, but it needs to be at least 250 words. So I want you to choose any of the photographs, paintings, or other art mediums that appear in Citizen. That includes the cover. That includes what we've seen already, right? Like this picture of the Jim Crow street. I prefer you guys not to do this one since we already had a writing assignment about it. But you can write about any of these pieces of art. And what I want to bring to your attention is on page 163, there is a list of all of these pieces of art in here for you to look at. Okay, so choose one of these to write about. It's got to be one that you're drawn to, that you like, or that disturbs you or something like that. And then I want you to observe the art really carefully. Look as closely as you can and write down your observations as a pre-write, okay? Then look up information about the artist and the history of the art. Remember, you can get the information from the back of the book, and then you can go and Google who that person is and research what's going on. Your goal is to help the reader visualize the picture and convey the impression it makes. I want you to try to use details and comparisons that appeal to the reader's senses in some ways. So like that appeal to what they see, what they hear, what they smell, okay? Then I want you to talk about why this piece of art speaks to you. Your paper should be formatted in MLA format. Remember, there was a video posted last week, 2 weeks ago, on the Citizen essay. You can review that video to remember how I want you to format your essay. You should be writing in Times New Roman 12-point font. Please include the art, either a link or a picture, or if it's in Citizen, the page number it's on. Your essay must be at least 250 words. It can be more. And you must name the art and include information on the artist who created it in your essay. All right, guys, that's it this week for week 3. Remember, you already finished your first task today. You watched the lecture. Make sure you do the readings in both The Least You Should Know About Writing and Citizen. Review the grammar lesson and then take the quiz. The quiz is due on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Then make sure you participate in the Citizen discussion, answering your own question by Saturday, this Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And then complete your writing assignment. A picture is worth 250 words. Now, again, if you would like extra credit this week on your writing assignment, if you schedule an appointment with the Writing Center before your writing assignment is due on Tuesday at 11:59 p.m., you can get up to 5 points extra credit on your writing assignment. Okay, that's it, you guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me at idunkel@napavalley.edu. You can stop by my office hours on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays from 10:30 to 12, or schedule an appointment that works for you. All right, I'll see you guys online.